Welcome back inside the Toronto Pan Am Sports Center, everybody. JJ Evison alongside Haley Hopkinson again. We've got 3 more games on the slate for this Jamal Murray Blue Arrow Classic weekend. The weekend began at the Athlete Institute, then has shifted here to Scarborough, Ontario. This weekend is brought to you by Ontario Basketball, New Balance, and the Athlete Institute. We've got CIA Bella Vista's EYBL team taking on Cali Prep. Now, the EYBL team have 2 games under their belt. They defeated Orangeville 81-60 on Friday, and then they defeated Code Academy 91-75 yesterday. Cali Prep, just the 1 game so far. They fell to CIA Bella Vista's EIBC 3 team 94-89. Plenty of Canadians on the court here for Bella Vista's EYBL squad. Head coach Derek Wright. Got the starting 5 of Miles Sadler. Obviously, Paul Osarui, one of the biggest names right now to be following. Nathan Yamba, Lyris Robinson, and Vaughn Carvalho rounding up the starting 5 there. Countering for Cali Prep is Cavell Francis, Bernard Serrano, Taro Uike, as Miles Sadler drains a 3. He's no stranger to dialing it from deep. Khalil Barrett and Nsoma Dubisi rounding out the starting 5 for Cali Prep. So 3-0 early for Bella Vista EYBL. Top side, Uike with the handoff to Francis. Robinson almost comes away with a strip steal. Barrett. Tween, dials it from deep, leaves it on the iron. Carvalho looks ahead, there's no one there, so he takes it, kicks it to the corner. Yamba, top side, bottom for Robinson. Back-to-back 3s to open the game for Bella Vista.
Oh, quick start, and it looks like maybe it's going to have to be a little tighter of a man-to-man if that's going to be the situation there. I mean, finding the extra pass was no struggle for them on either of those 2 plays, and yeah, they're rewarded early on in this one.
Teroike, the bounce pass off the foot of Paul Osarui. He was a little bit, I wouldn't say hesitant, but he wasn't demanding the ball in some of their other games. And I know Drew Eubanks was really looking for him to take the bull by the horns and really assert dominance this weekend. Maybe today's the day. Ike kicks it to the corner, and that's a whole foot out of bounds.
Yeah, and if you haven't seen any of the previous games here before, or any games here in the Pan Am Center, especially our OSBA championship, we know that there's a ton of these gray out of bounds lines really mix up the players, and we got another one down there.
Another one unable to see that out of bounds.
Yeah.
Our good friend Michael Torres was in the way there from On Point Basketball. He's at all these events chronicling the high school basketball journey of many of these athletes and programs here in Ontario. Shout out Michael. Eek. Khalil Barrett. Right back, baseline jumper. No good. Barrett soaring in from outside. He couldn't get 2 hands on it. Sadler accepts the pass, pushes the timeline. Wants a screen from Osarui. And that pass disrupted. Sadler finds Osarui inside, off glass, misses it. Barrett out and on the run, head up the whole way. Finds a shooter in the corner, that's no good. Francis, offensive rebound, up and under, doesn't connect. Lyris Robinson with the rebound. Now Bella Vista rostering almost every player having offers from D1 schools. Here's Sadler. He's looking for somebody inside. No good. Sadler's fielding offers from University of California, Texas State, Iowa, and Tennessee, just to name a few. All eyes on Arizona as a place for the next wave of basketball talent. Nice dump off. And Cavell Francis unable to finish around the rim, but he'll head to the line for 2.
Well, one thing to especially notice in this game is that it looks like Bella Vista only has 2 players sitting on their bench. So to use that to their advantage, potentially 3, but I'm only seeing 2 jerseys. Regardless, 2 or 3, the bench sizes are very opposite. You've got Cali Prep over here, and they've got full rotations and stuff. So that's something that Cali Prep could definitely try to look to use to their advantage, and maybe playing at a higher pace to try to tire them out a little bit quicker, because they're not going to have the luxury of having everybody sit down whenever they want.
Barrett couldn't get that cross-court pass, and what a lob and what a finish. Vaughn Carvalho throwing it down. Carvalho played for Team Hero as his AAU program. He's got offers from Villanova, Alabama, Virginia Tech. And there's Lyris Robinson throwing it down. Timeout. Cali Prep stuck 10 early, have yet to erase the donut on the board despite 2 chances from the free throw line and a good handful of offensive boards.
Well, so very early in this game, but Bella Vista came out swinging. Of course, that 3 from Miles Sadler really started them off on the right note, and yeah, just explosive place to start it off. But they're giving space. They have the space to do it. So I assume that's probably what Cali Prep is going over right now. Is you just can't give them that much space. And of course, those breakaways are unfortunate. But how are we going to limit those mistakes so that those don't happen? That's also definitely what they're drawing up right now and figuring out how can we get our offense going, because most importantly, that's what they ought to do.
They got to take care of the ball, especially on those offensive rebounds leading to second chance opportunities. Throwing cross-court passes that hit the rim and deflects to the opponent's hands is not going to cut it.
No, definitely not against this very talented team. So
Paul Osarui wearing number 11 here today. 6'10", class of 2027, forward at center, has plenty of offers. When you look at the teams he could join at the NCAA division, obviously the one that stands out, Kentucky, one of the big names, Texas, obviously UCLA Bruins, Oregon Ducks, Carvalho fighting on the floor with Tero Ike. They'll stay with Cali Prep. Carvalho goes for the steal, leaving his man open. Unable to take advantage of that was KJ Perez. He wants to screen from Francis. He ignores it, gets to the baseline. Carvalho's there to swat that away. Osarui with a head of steam. Carvalho takes a shot inside on the smaller defender. Just uses glass to put it in. 12-0 Bella Vista. Here's Perez. Francis with the spin move. And that one almost killed like a volleyball from Paulo Sarui. That was just at the peak of the ball's height, right? So
reaction
for goaltending. Checking in for Bella Vista, wearing number 4 is Amoy Dutt. Another chance for a second opportunity for Cali Prep off the knees of Khalil Barrett. And our first substitution for Cali Prep brings in Nsoma Dubisi. And Malik Fofana. Here's Dutt over the timeline. Carvalho, extra pass to Yamba. Back to Carvalho, who dialed it from deep front iron right into the hands of Fofana. KJ Perez, shifty, kicks it out. Barrett looking to get inside. Dutt does a good job to stay in front of him. Dubisi, high off the glass, gets his own rebound. Carvalho right there to support that opportunity. And Aliou Dioum, who checked in as well, swats that away. 2 free throws upcoming for Carvel Francis, who's 0-2 from the line so far in the first 4 minutes and 55 seconds. Francis makes the first and gets Cali Prep on the board. There's Leah Mitakaro playing give and go with Aliou Dioum. Foul gonna go against Francis, and Dioum will head to the line. Dioum's got offers from Wake Forest, UNLV. Actually, he's windowed it down to these 6. Syracuse, Mississippi State, West Virginia, and Illinois. So all eyes will be on Aliou Dioum as he makes his decision this year.
That'll be very exciting.
He was the blocks leader in the EYBL multiple times last season as he trains the first. Into the front court, KJ Perez looking for the dump off. It's there. He gets it right back from Dubisi. Into the lane, elevates off glass through. And that's a nice left-handed finish. Dubisi. What a pick and roll. Dioum spinning, uses glass to get it to go. This one has more of a skill playmaker game type of feel as opposed to the last one was very much physicality, brute force.
2 very, very different approaches to the game, but both challenging in their own ways.
Nice find. Unable to finish the play was Dubisi. Quick ahead. Lyric Messiah with that big block letter on the back of his jersey, big blue lettering. Saw that one through. Turnover out the other way. Khalil Barrett pulling it out, wants some action. He'll bring over Dubisi. Stripped by Leah Mitakaro. Caro dumps it off last second to Nathan Yamba Yamba. From Alberta is Yamba Yamba, formerly St. Francis Xavier High School. 6'6", class of 2027. Following the play, Dubisi unable to clean up the glass. And Dioum swallows up the rebound.
Well, we're not seeing Cali Prep put on too much defensive pressure until their offense is set up. It should be an issue just because we get gaps like that, you get a 5 out, and then there's just so many different lanes.
Barrett spins past the primary defender, gets to the second level, kicks it out. And another out-of-bounds victim, it's Malik Fofana on the far side. Just under 2.5 left to play. It's a massive lead for Bella Vista EYBL, 21-4 through the first 10 in this, the third of 5 games on the Blue Arrow slate today. They're going to clear out the side for Mitakaro and Dioum. Yamba Yamba to Duke in the corner. He trails the 3. Perez pushed back towards the timeline. He gives it up. Taro Ike. From the elbow, Dubisi can't see it through. Yamba the other way. Here's Midakaro top side. Gonna work with Dioum. Aliou Dioum from the far wing. Gets it to go. Dubisi quickly the other way, fouled on the shot attempt. Dubisi unable to hit the second, reach in Thorpe. Collects the offensive board.
Well, you hope they can really quickly string together some buckets here to at least hit that double digits by the by the time the first quarter's done here.
Dioum with the defensive rebound. He finds Jalen White ahead here. White gonna walk into a three. Doesn't get the roll. Dioum back to the basket. Picks up the dribble. He'll kick it back out to the top side for Midakaro. Midakaro just uses his length to get over the top there. Dubisi with the defensive rebound, trying to get by White. And now it's Taro Ike calling out the play. 5-second difference. Game clock, shot clock. Khalil Barrett. Picked up by Dutt. Barrett elevates. The mid-range no good. Rebound, Midakaro. 6 seconds left. Midakaro calmly into a three. Front iron, doesn't get to go. Barrett, three-quarter court. He will count if it goes. It's just off to the right. And only 4 points from Cali Prep in the opening 10. They are stuck 23. It's a massive uphill battle.
It absolutely is, and I think it's really coming down to quality of shots. I mean, I think they're not moving enough on offense right now. I think, I don't know, I just think that there's not a lot going right for them, but there's not a lot being done on offense either. So I'm sure coach right now is going to be drawing up some plays or something they've done, something they've worked on that they can try to play against them, because at this point, Bella Vista isn't playing the most difficult defense against them right now. There's not the most need. All they really need to do is get those rebounds, which there's not too much of a fight for right now. So the quality of shot, they got to find a way to find an extra man, find the open player, move their feet a little bit more on that offense. Because again, you can't really focus on shutting down Bella Vista right now until your own offense gets going.
It's very efficient basketball from Bella Vista. Miles Sadler obviously draining the opening three. Lyris Robinson's got a three of his own. Vaughn Carvala with that throw down on the alley.
Yes. Yeah, that was a great way to start it for them.
10 minutes until half. A lot of time really left in the game to chip away. But this Bella Vista team has just been dismissing teams here at the Jamal Murray Blue Arrow Classic. Cali Prep and Bella Vista take the court here for the second quarter. Miles Sadler, Paul Osarui back into the game. Back to the starting five plus Aliou Dioum for Derek Wright's squad from Arizona. Robinson far side, looking for Osarui, back to the basket. Makes a couple of moves, follows up the play, tips it in. Bernard Serrano with the ball for Cali Prep. Miles Sadler with the extra effort to get on the floor, fight for the loose ball. Serrano surveys the floor. Finds Yike. Tries to make a move, kicks it out. Dubisi gonna reset at the top side. Khalil Barrett tries to beat Osarui off the bounce. That's too strong. Juyum with the rebound. Sadler from 4 feet beyond the arc. Offensive foul, moving screen. That's gonna go against Aliou Juyum. Dubisi makes a move baseline. Gonna kick it back top side for KJ Perez, who sidesteps the defense. Misses the mark. Dubisi blocked from behind. Paulo Sarui just stripped him clean. Sarui bailed out there by Carvalha. Sarui not known for his ball handling skills. Losing it a little bit in transition there.
Yeah. Well, the last possession Cali Prep had there, they definitely ran a play. Open looks for their three. It was great. Didn't go in, but regardless, there is more stuff happening on their offensive side. They just can't seem to just get it in.
Dubisi picked up by Sadler. Tucks it around the defense. Count the basket and the foul. It's going to go against Miles Sadler. Sadler just beat off the dribble there. One quick move by Masoma Dubisi. Timeout on the floor for Cali Prep, 31-6.
Well, yeah, a little bit more going on for their offense right there, and a great play like that could really start to get everyone re-engaged into this game, realizing we're in the second quarter here now, and you don't want to ever have a blowout game or anything like that.
Love to see the support of basketball fans here in Toronto and the Greater Toronto area showing up today at the Toronto Pan Am Sports Center. Check out these Hoopers, see what they've been up to for the past year. Obviously, we don't get to see Bella Vista players that often, although most of them are homegrown.
You know, 2 years ago, Miles Sadler was on that U17 Canada Ontario basketball team. Didn't play because he was injured, but he was still a big part of the team, just being there for team morale, always being a part of the warm-ups and in every way possible, and just being there for all of his teammates. So, yeah.
Lyris Robinson back onto the court, as is Jalen White. Feels like there's numerous amounts of lineups that Derek Wright can throw out there for his Bella Vista squad. If they all play the same style, the connection, the understanding. Robinson pounded, gets it over the timeline to Osarui. Sadler, time and space, front iron, that doesn't fall. Perez with the rebound. Quickly up to Serrano into the corner, and the three falls for Taro Ike. Cali Prep now into double digits. Stuck 21. Osarui picked up by DeBisi. Spins baseline, doesn't fall, gets his own rebound, kicks it out. Carvalha, no good. Unable to keep an eye was Lyris Robinson. Substitution. Magnum Moshenko coming in, a little bit of size for Cali Prep. As does Malik Fofana. Over the top to Cavell Francis. Tries to make his move. Ball's knocked loose. 50-50 ball. Sadler to Osarui. Osarui with the one-handed jam.
They're just doing such a good job of just getting out there and so quick that Cali Prep doesn't even have a chance to catch up at that point. Those fast break points are going to be an absolute killer for Cali Prep if they can't try to shut that down soon.
Osarui called for the hold. And this Bella Vista EYBL team can beat you all sort of ways. Half-court offense, transition offense, defense to offense.
Yeah.
Sideline, baseline plays, they got it all.
Yeah, they really do. It is gonna be a massive challenge here for Cali Prep to get back into this game now, but it starts with keeping that offense going yourself, and then if they can try to get a good amount of points on the board and get within 20 before halftime, then it can all come down to just trying to battle back in that second half. But the offense needs to get going because as of right now, it does not look like Bella Vista is going to slow down at all.
It's never too early to really take it one possession at a time. Tero Wike on the block. Sadler with the strip, causing a little frustration for Francis. Sadler's so quick with the hands. Carvalha accepts the pass. Waits for some teammates. It's Jalen White fading away from the mid-range. That's in. Jalen White, the 6'7" forward, class of 2027, already fielding a couple of offers, one from UNLV, the other from the University of Washington. Wike with the handoff to Perez. Perez pulls it out, picked up by Sadler. Sadler, another strip, another pass to Osarui, and another throwdown.
But that defense from Miles Sadler's there is just lethal.
That time, getting the better of him was Wike. Quickly ahead, Lyris Robinson with the spin move and the lay-in count, the basket and the foul, third foul against Cavell Francis. He's now 3 away from being disqualified as we approach the halfway mark of the second quarter.
Well, there's a good chance here to make it a 30-point game for Bella Vista.
2 in, 2 out for Cali Prep. Khalil Barrett back into the game, as is Masoma Dubisi. Miles Sadler, Paulo Sarui check out. Liam Mitakaro and Aliou Dioum back in for Bella Vista. Dioum, offensive rebound, toe out of bounds. Turns it over. Dutch back into the game as well for Robinson. Here's Wike working on Dutch. He finds Barrett. Picked up by Mitakaro. Looks for the diver. Kick to the corner, and again, about a whole foot out of bounds was Malik Fofana. Nathan Yamba back into the game as Vaughn Carvala heads to the bench for Bella Vista. Dium hands it off to Midacaro. Back to Dium. Gets inside and throws it down with two hands. Aliou Dium getting where he wants on the court. Quickly ahead. And the reverse. The response jam from Nasoma Dubisi. And there is now a timeout. Bella Vista. 4:31 left in the second quarter, 41-14.
Well, things look like they could be starting to click a little bit more for Cali Prep. I think taking advantage as much as possible of the opportunity for transition basketball could be pretty important here. I mean, you see players like Miles Sadler playing out to you really high as well, so trying to find those gaps, those spaces where you could do a couple cuts or something. Like there's still a lot more that they could get going in this game. So never over, but Bella Vista does look quite unstoppable right now. It is without a doubt a very talented squad.
And you can tell that they've been playing together for years.
Yeah, you really can.
You know, what the things that they've developed.
Yeah.
The off-ball movement, knowing where to be, when to look, when to screen, when to dip.
Yeah, lots of communication and yeah, a lot of these guys graduating class of 2026, a couple of 2027, got one 2028. So yeah, probably a lot of time spent together. Similar for Cali Prep, but they are a little bit younger with the main age group pretty much being the graduating class of 2027.
Dutt wants Jalen White to come up. He does. They'll swing it side to side. White dives. Nice pass back to Yamba into the paint, off glass. Dium, that's an over the back foul. Cavell Francis checks back into the game. He'll be playing with 3 fouls. Serrano picked up by Dutt. Gives it up to Dubisi. He's going to work to the right. And coming over to help was Dium, but he was a little late. They're going to count the basket on the goaltend. Liam Mitacaro off the mark. Serrano quickly ahead with the head up. Foul on the floor. It's going to go against Mitacaro for the hold. Cali Prep on the baseline now. 3:30 left in the second quarter. $15 fouls, so it's going to be shooting. Now Cali Prep, if they can start baiting Bella Vista into those fouls.
Yeah, it's a good way to try to get yourself in a more reasonable spot before halftime in 3.5 minutes here. So, I mean, at this point, you just got to go as hard as you possibly can to the basket, right? Try to find those cutting lanes and drive and see what can happen.
Perez goes 1 for 2. Dium with the defensive rebound off the missed free throw. Quickly into the front court. Long strides, gets to the basket. Can't complete the play. Serrano with a chance to continue to cut into this Bella Vista lead. He kicks it out to Perez. Picked up by Mitacaro. Dubisi working on the smaller Dutt. The double comes. Where's the open player? Barrett, top side. They're going back inside to Dubisi. That one's swatted away by Jalen White. Cutting through the lane, able to keep it is Nathan Yamba. He'll set it back up with Minacaro topside. Minacaro picked up by Francis, who's playing with 3 fouls. Gets all the way downhill, can't complete the play. Do you? Cleans up the glass and scores. Perez organizing the offense here for Cali Prep. Nice cut. Kicks it back out. He was right in front of the basket, and he kicked it out to a player who was getting closed out on. White blocked at the top by Dubisi. Barrett going to keep it himself, lays it off glass, count the basket and the foul. Ali Dioum picks up another personal foul.
Well, yeah, exactly what Barrett did right there. I think that's what they try to do for the last 2 minutes. Just go up strong, give it your best take, because this is best case scenario right now. Potential 3-point play, if not, getting that contact, and yeah, no, that's a good sequence there from Cali Prep for sure.
And Barrett sinks the extra point. Minacaro, part of that Canada U16 AmeriCup team this past summer. Carvalho now kicks it to White. Jalen White, step back from the baseline, back up to Carvalho. That's disrupted. It'll stay with Bella Vista. Barrett gets fingertips on it, but knocks it back out of bounds. It's going to be a conversation between officials. And it was last touched by Carvalho, says the official. Barrett having a little fun with the players on the bench there. Timeout. Nope, that's correction. Just a substitution. Serrano's out. Wike back in. Barrett settles it down. Wike wants a screen, gets it. Carvalho comes out to the perimeter. Wike from the free throw line, that's off to the right. Another turnover from Bella Vista. Perez pulls up from the mid-range. That's in and out. 2 black jerseys fighting for the rebound, but it falls to Jalen White. He's going to take those long strides right into the paint. Doesn't hit it. Barrett quickly ahead. Wike kicks it out. Feet set, shots up, front iron. That doesn't fall for Reach-In Thorpe. It's Barrett out of bounds as he tried to keep it. The official pointed to the ball being Cali Prep, but I think there just might be a miscommunication here. Yeah, he just pointed the wrong way. It will be Bella Vista ball. 55 seconds left in the half. Shot clock's at 30. Inbounded to Minacaro. Down on the block. Yamba wants it, makes his move. Oh, what a move. I'm going left. No, I'm not. 360 the other way. Here's Thorpe. Top side picked up by Carvalho. Perez looking to drop one in from distance. That doesn't fall. Minacaro into a flurry of bodies. Saved by Barrett. Right to Perez. 20 seconds left. Perez gets over the timeline to settle it down. 25-point deficit. Barrett pulls up Francis. Gives it over to Perez. The screen's there. Perez sidestep three. That misses everything. And after 20 minutes, Bella Vista's up 45-20 over Cali Prep. Lots to discuss at the half. We'll come back with second half action and Haley's thoughts on ways to improve. Stick with us. You're watching the Jamal Murray Blue Arrow Classic live on OSBA TV on YouTube from the Toronto Pan Am Sports Center. Welcome back inside the Toronto Pan Am Sports Center for second half action here. 45-20 CIA Bella Vista's EYBL team ahead of Cali Prep. Lots to address and to change at the half. And for Cali Prep, it's got to start on the defensive side, Haley.
Oh, yeah, it absolutely does. That's going to be their best chance to get some easy buckets with transition and turnovers. And yeah, trying to force those turnovers, trying to give Bella Vista a difficult time here. And I think we're hoping that turns into some offense. We're also hoping that one person can really step up and be the communication leader of this team. I think they need it right now. They need some guidance. And off to a good start here, but
late shot clock, Cavell Francis gets to the rack. And the one thing that Bella Vista has done a good job of is protecting the rack. Here's Carvalho attacking, kicks. Shot is up. That is off the mark from Nathan Yamba and bounces out of bounds. So one bucket and one stop so far for Cali Prep. Taro Wike brings it up past the timeline. Not a lot of movement off ball for Cali Prep right now.
Nope.
Can't have a stale offense. Wike with the left. Osarui with the goaltend. And Osarui just hands on hips. You know, thought he got there at the height of it. Unfortunately, the ball was on its way down, whether it was going in or not. Count the 2 points. Miles Sadler picked up by Bernardo Serrano. Inside, foul's going to go against Wike, trying to deny Paul Osarui that entry pass. Sadler tries to turn the corner, kicks it to Osarui. Feet set, shot up, nothing but nylon for number 11.
That was great. And we know that's a tricky part of the court where everyone steps out right in that corner. So good for him for staying in.
Weak, top side. Worked through his right, picked up by Osarui. Has Perez, who steps in from the three-point line, and it's basket after basket after basket to start the quarter for Cali Prep.
Well, that was great. Previous play to that one, we did see no movement. That one, a lot more movement. Saw some good screens in there. So that was definitely a big improvement.
Sadler finds Osarui on the dive. Can't get it to go at the first try. It stays underneath. Technical foul assessed to, I believe, Paul Osarui. Yeah, Osarui. You saw the frustration boiling over.
Yeah, it started with the goaltending call and that call there, but aside from the technical foul, Cali Prep getting the ball right there, that's the defense turning into offense that we were talking about. We got 4 players there, no foul, going up against one very strong player who can get up there. So that was great, and this is a great start for Cali Prep in this third quarter here.
You can understand the frustration from Osarui. He's got 4 black jerseys draped all over him under the basket. But you can't excuse the outburst of temper towards an official. You need to do that. Here's Yamba inside. Met at the summit, but there's contact before then. Masoma Dubisi getting up to block that shot. Foul's going to go on KJ Perez as Nathan Yamba heads to the line. Plays his club basketball with You Play Basketball. Sinks the first of 2. Sinks them both. Bella Vista halfway to the century mark now. Serrano into the corner. Francis up and under. Trying to work from that underside again. Carvalho has it out on the run. Carvalho keeps and is blocked by Dubisi, but Dubisi follows through and creates contact, and Von Carvalho is going to go to the line. Back iron into the hands of Yamba. Yamba, he's going to kick it out to Robinson, who will settle it down with Sadler at the logo. Sadler had 30 points against Egypt at the U17 World Cup playing for Canada last year. He finds Carvalho, who dribbles it off his own leg and out of bounds. Another good defensive positioning leading to a turnover for Cali Prep.
Yeah, no, you can see that Bella Vista's putting some pressure on them trying to cross half there. So definitely could feel like maybe they're anticipating them coming back just a little bit in this one.
Rubisi into the lane with the left. No. Robinson has it. He's going to attack the lane as well, and he'll get contact on the arm. Back to the free throw line for Bella Vista. Foul's going to go on Tara White. His second foul of the game. Team's fourth. 6:35 left in the third. Cali Prep already have 14 fouls. Bella Vista just put so much pressure on you in transition in the half court.
Yeah, no, it's a tough situation to be there because we know that the power that comes from the Bella Vista guys and just the wide variety of shots that they can take. And it'd be a shame if you felt like you couldn't contest those for Cali Prep.
White turns the corner, gets inside, dumps it off to Perez, who sees it through. A little bit more flashy playmaking for White on Cali Prep. If he can keep that up, maybe some easier buckets for his teammates. Sadler almost caught sleeping, kicks it to Carvalho in the corner, leaves it short. Robinson also leaves it short. He's going to kick it back out with bodies collapsing on the rim. Yamba gets Carvalho open on the far side. Perez unable to stay with him, but meeting him at the top was Dubisi. Dubisi's going to get up. Carvalho saw that one through on the second chance opportunity. That was a massive rejection.
That absolutely was. And everything I said before, if they felt they couldn't contest it because of foul trouble, I completely take it back because that was extremely, extremely impressive. And yeah, I mean, it feels like Cali Prep's just got to throw everything they can at this team now to try to come back in this one. So I think they're playing bold, and I think it could pay off for them.
The second unit for Bella Vista getting ready to check in. Dubisi, cross court pass, Serrano. No, second chance not there. Dubisi had positioning. Sadler finds Osarui, who gets pushed back to the free throw line, kicks it. Carvalho in the corner, near iron. Again, follows his own shot, and that's what you got to do, kids. Turns it over. Weak. Dials it from deep. That's in and out and into the hands of Paulo Cerulli. Lengthens his stride, puts his shoulder down, kicks it to Robinson on the wing. That three is no good. Dubisi with the rebound. Osarui gives it up just to get it back. Again, leaves it short. Second chance, no good. And Paul Osarui needs to go up strong like that on the first try.
No, absolutely.
Dubisi into the corner. Weak. Back iron. Follow your shot. You could have had that rebound. Kids, if you're watching, if you're stroking it from distance, don't watch. You better start making your way to the basket. Serrano has it. Moving downhill. Spins. Weak. Leaves it short again. Serrano out of bounds on the retrieval of the rebound. 4:09 left in the third quarter, 55. to 28. Cali Prep Trail CIA Bella Vista EYBL. A different start to this quarter, but the same result so far.
Yeah, and there's glimpses of some great stuff that could be going on. We're seeing 10 times more ball movement in this third quarter already, but it wouldn't be enough right now to just keep that going. It's about how to kind of get them quicker. And like we were saying at the beginning, I think it's got to remain the same. You got to try to turn some really, really strong defense into some good transition offense. I think that's going to be the key for them to try to focus on in the remainder of the third quarter and, of course, the fourth. To try to close this gap a little bit here, but I think they have done a better job on the defensive end in this third.
Time is winding down in this game and in the Jamal Murray Blue Arrow Classic here in the Toronto Pan Am Center. It's the third day of the three-day competition. We saw teams today. We saw Henry Carr versus Wiggins Elite Prep. Henry Carr taking that one. Tresto Dia getting player of the game, Code Academy. And Dynamic Prep just faced off. Now it's Cali Prep, CIA, Bella Vista. Orangeville up next against Bella Vista's Grind Squad. Then Uchenna Academy against Bella Vista's EIDC3 squad. Friday had Orangeville fall to CIA Bella Vista's EYBL squad by 21 points. And the Grind Squad took down Orangeville's varsity squad 99-57. The women were playing as well as Nathan Yamba squares up and drains the jumper. Leads back to 29, 3:50 left in the third quarter. Weak top side. Perez, time and space. Doesn't fall. Fighting for the rebound. Magnum Mashenko able to get it back to Perez on the top side, and that one falls through. Midacaro from the elbow. Pure. Weak. Thought about it. Decided to shoot it. Loose ball. Midacaro taps it to himself. Lets a defender blow by. Too strong. Over the backboard, and that stays inbounds. Perez from distance. Ooh, he had Mashenko inside. Still does. They won't go to him. Mashenko's going to come set the screen. The roll's there. The corner shooter's wide open. It's Serrano. Good closeout by Dutt. And that's the one thing I noticed, too, about this Bella Vista squad, is that they do things the right way the first time.
Yeah.
Midacaro waits for his teammates to get to the front court. Working with Dioum on the screen. Doesn't get the roll. Moshenko with the defensive board and finds Perez on the wing. Perez gets to the second level of defense and lays it in with the right.
They're definitely doing a better job of getting to the paint in the second half of this game.
Little zone defense here from Cali Prep. Yamba finds Jalen White. They'll kick it around to Midacaro. Front iron into the hands of Perez. He's got a leaker. It's weak. Tara weak off glass and through despite the best efforts of Aliou Dioum hustling back.
That is perfect. Those quick transition baskets right there, that's what's going to really help them try to battle back into this game.
Inside, snatched by White. Fading baseline. Doesn't get the friendly roll. Midacaro looks up court. Decides against throwing the touchdown pass and will just calmly take it over. They're going to send a body to the middle to break up the zone defense. Yamba looks inside. It's there. White turns, jumps. Midacaro, offensive board. Up and off glass for two. It's a warning on Midacaro for touching the ball after it goes through the hoop. Miles Sadler, Paulo Cerulli check back in for Bella Vista. Under a minute to go here in the third quarter. Time is absolutely flying. We're 10 minutes past 5 o'clock on Sunday, September 21st. Thanks for tuning in on OSBA TV on YouTube. Serrano swallowed up inside. Foul called on Nathan the Yamba. If you're joining us, or if you've been with us all afternoon, we appreciate it. Want to let you know the Blue Jays have clinched a playoff spot.
Very big deal.
First win in 5 games for the Bluebirds. Couldn't come at a better time, right into the final week of regular season baseball. And now it's just about containing that home field advantage.
Absolutely. It's going to be a very exciting end to the season.
Jalen White picks up the foul. That sends KJ Perez to the line. Medicaro slows it all down. He's got Sadler in the corner. Up top for Yamba. Yamba through contact. Well, that's another highlight reel play.
Yeah, absolutely is.
Medicaro draped all over Leak. Osarui picks up now. Perez inside. Too strong. And the third quarter comes to an end. 63-36. Bella Vista ahead of Cali Prep comfortably here with 10 minutes left to play in this, the third of 5 games on this Sunday schedule for the 2025 Blue Arrow Classic. You kind of get the sense too, Haley, that this Bella Vista squad just, playing with not so much designed plays, but just feel each other and where they are and what's available to them.
Yeah, and that's really something that just takes time and chemistry with the group of guys that you've been with for a while. So it's hard to compete with that, especially when it's just like you can't pick up on plays and pick up on certain things because it's all just different, like you're saying. But I mean, Cali Prep has had their little runs of some really great stuff, but it seems like once Bella Vista does have an explosive play, like a really great dunk or something like that, Cali Prep just kind of shuts down and then they go back on offense and no one moves. Like I feel like they're just getting down on themselves the second that something great happens to Bella Vista. But I mean, they're 2 different teams and 2 different levels of experience here. You can just tell that the Bella Vista guys, they've been playing with each other forever. It's so evident.
10 minutes back on the clock. 1 more quarter to play here at Toronto Pan Am Sports Center between Bella Vista's EYBL squad and Cali Prep. Miles Sadler will inbound it to start the fourth quarter. Medicaro in the backcourt to accept the inbound pass. Going through the Horns offense now. Sadler looks inside, travels. Sadler was looking for Osarui on the dive. Defense was right there, couldn't get it inside. Perez into the corner. Francis worked on by Osarui. Swallowed up. Francis. Sadler called for the block, trying to get position on Francis. Stay between your man and the basket. He took a hard hit there. And timeout, Cali Prep. It's a quick timeout in the fourth quarter, just 28 seconds in.
It definitely did, but their coach looked like he was calling players over to come quick. So maybe there's some sort of play that they weren't able to go over that they think could really be of benefit to them right now or something. But Bella Vista doesn't look Like they need to talk over anything else right now.
Cali Prep to inbound off the foul from Miles Sadler. A little zone defense here from Bella Vista. The shot is up, but off the mark from Francis. Saved by Sadler. And he will bring it calmly over the timeline. Midicaro to Osarui. Back to Midicaro. From distance, no good. Francis with the rebound. Quickly to Perez. The screen comes. The switch happens. Osarui caused some disruption. Sadler had his hands in the passing lanes. Yamba elevates and is fouled by Tara Week. So at the line, Yamba again from Alberta, 6'6" combo guard forward, class of 2027. It's the senior year for Miles Sadler, Aliou Dioum, and Yvonne Carvala. The rest of these guys will maintain together for another year or so after that. Perez moves it side to side, inside to Francis. Tries to create space, but Dioum gets called for the foul. Ravel Francis back to the line. He's been there quite a lot this afternoon.
Yeah, he has probably the most from his team. He started it off at the beginning of the game.
Two white jerseys fighting for it. Jalen White gets the rebound and hands it off to Midicaro, who's going to direct traffic. He wants to clear out and work with Dioum. Whips it to the far side. Yamba. Right back to Midicaro. Pick and roll. Dioum inside. Left hand. Leaves it short. Perez pulls it back out. Dials it from distance. That's no good. Soaring over everybody. Going for the slam was Masoma Dubisi. Couldn't get his hands on the ball. Dioum wanted it back door. Instead, Midicaro dials it from the wing and drains it for three.
Yeah, this Bella Vista team is a very strong three-point shooting team. They started it off like that, and they've continued this entire time. It's not always just what's open for them. It's what also they know that they can kind of rely on in situations like this.
Eek Stripped by Midicaro. Does a good job to get back and force it off the knee of Midicaro, so it'll stay Cali Prep. Perez and Eek, top side. Eek dials it, overcooked it. Dioum with the rebound. Sadler looking up court. No one's there. No look pass to White, and he'll make the shot and go to the line for two. And when you have that type of chemistry and connection, you're running your lane and your point guard knows that every single other player is expecting the pass. You can look off passes like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
He makes the three-point play the old-fashioned way. Substitution for Bella Vista. Lyris Robinson in for Jalen Wright. Perez. Fourth back to the timeline. Veek. Looking inside for Francis. Back outside. Extra pass. Sadler's got his hands everywhere. Deflections galore. Inside Francis. Lets two blow by and finishes. Calm, cool, and collected. Sadler knows it's no need to rush things. Dioum blocked. And it's going to be a hell ball, jump ball. Magnum Moshenko getting up for it. Cali Prep ball with the possession arrow. Dubisi back to the top side. Dioum with the rejection.
That was a crazy one. We've seen some really crazy ones today on both ends of the ball.
Paulo Cerui sent one into the third row in the first
He
half.
spiked it.
17 on the shot clock. They're going to work at top side. And Dubisi looking for Eek. Cali Prep haven't found much in terms of success on the inside. Sadler with another strip. Unable to keep it alive, however. Got to be a quick play here. Eek picked up by Sadler. 5 seconds. Doesn't get it off. 5 seconds. Not enough against a tough defense like Bella Vista. Second shot clock violation of the game. Stolen on the lackadaisical entry pass there. Perez looked at the rim, decided not to pull it. Dubisi into Francis. Francis back outside. Swing, top side. Perez flush. Good ball movement on that offense.
Yeah, there definitely was.
And Francis relocating under the basket to get that ball down low. And oh my gosh, Miles Sadler. Pass. Let's talk about good ball movement. I mean, the result wasn't the same, but still, Sadler. Look at this. This is what playmakers do, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dioum out of bounds. KJ Perez staying tall and strong on the man-on-man defense, forces Dioum to make the mistake. Sadler will head to the bench, as does Nathan Yamba Yamba. You can only expect that their nights are done.
Right, yeah, less than 5 minutes in this one. This game really has gone by very quick. Not too much stoppage in play, like definitely not as much as the ones we saw earlier today.
Two-handed flush, Liam Minacaro, timeout, Cali Prep. 4:28 left to go, 72-41. Bella Vista EYBL ahead by quite a few scores.
So very different game than the one previous to this, which was all about managing tempers, emotions, fouls, and the aggression. Not as an aggressive game here at all. This one is definitely more about, I don't even know, like I would say, I think it's about the defense. I think it's about turning the defense into offense, not just about trying to stop the other team, but how can you use that to your advantage? I think Bella Vista's done a great job of that. That's where Cali Prep has not excelled in this game, where they can hold their own on defense and they can try to do their best to stop Bella Vista, but then once they have the ball, there's a stop. It's not fluid right into the offense. Right. So
feels like two parts of the game.
Yeah.
Where Bella Vista is just, they're free flowing and
Exactly.
they know their foundational plays. Obviously, they can get to those. They know how to pick apart a zone defense. They know how to find the man on the mismatch. There's lots of intrinsic things for Bella Vista that they just know how to do with each other as teammates. Whereas this Cali Prep team, obviously a year younger,
Yeah.
but still figuring out the intricacies of their identity
Yeah.
and how to make it all mesh together as one solid game.
Absolutely.
Serrano inside, Dubisi outside, Perez. Good closeout by Carvala. Forced back to the timeline. Serrano left alone. Didn't hesitate. Never should.
That was a great shot right there.
Minacaro wants the screen from Osarui. Osarui left alone on the block. Just elevates and blocked by Dubisi. Again, you add a second or third move to that possession there for Osarui. You get Dubisi in the air, spin back into the lane, slight floater, or even a throwdown.
Yeah.
You know, if you've got your dribble alive, I think that's the one thing that we were looking for from Paulo Cerulli today and this weekend. That kill mentality, regardless of scenario.
Right.
And he just got word from the bench right there. Head coach Derek Wright saying, go back middle.
Yeah.
Minacaro, the bounce pass, deal, up and under. He's starting to recognize that they're meeting him at the summit on the first look. If he can get to that far side basket and use the glass, that's going to be beneficial. Perez. Good closeout. Good ball movement now. Cali Prep picking apart the zone. Couldn't get that to go. Osarui with the rebound. Tries the inside out dribble. Jump stop. Foul called. Dioum up on his own accord. Osarui to the line. Osarui makes good on both the free throw shots. Lifting Bella Vista to a 75-44 lead. 3:15 left to go in the fourth quarter. Cali Prep looking to end this game on a positive note, and the ball movement has been something of positive as of late for Cali Prep.
Yep, and the off-ball movement. We're seeing a lot more of that in this fourth quarter than the entire game.
Francis, again, working up and under. Doesn't get it to go, but it'll stay with Cali Prep. Another low shot clock inbound play. The last time they had 5 seconds, didn't get the shot off. This time there's 8. Quickly into Francis, up to Eek. Over the top, disrupted. It'll stay with Cali Prep, but there's 1 second on the shot clock. It's a catch and shoot only situation. Osarui has it the other way for Bella Vista. Loses the handle. Foul's going against Paulo Sarui for the hold. Lost the dribble and then just grabbed onto the defender to try and maintain position. Pero Eek tries to beat Osarui off the dribble, picks up the dribble. Now it's Perez on the near wing. Dubisi, drop step, right hand doesn't go. Francis with the rebound, kicks it out. Serrano 3, no good. Dubisi through contact, can't get it to go. And he'll go to the free throw line for 2, but that is a lot of chances on the offensive end for Cali Prep.
Oh, it absolutely was.
Aliou Diom fouls out with 2:13 left in the fourth quarter. That will bring back Nathan Yamba. Dubisi hits the first of 2. And you start to wonder when Sammy Mohammed will go to the depth of his bench for Cali Prep.
Right. Yeah, and they do have a solid bench. They've got 1.5 rotations right there, and looks like they got a couple players who aren't dressed this time, but lots of options there.
Yamba in the middle of the floor. Looks for Dutt, gets it back. Midacaro. Works left. You go under the screen on Midacaro, and he'll dial it from deep.
Yeah.
And cash it in.
It's such a tricky team because you seriously just can't give them anything. You can't give them a lane, space. Even if you try to contest them, they probably love the challenge and go for it anyways.
Midacaro and Osarui coming together for a good defensive stop. Double team. Stolen by Serrano. Teroike. Top side 3. Back iron. Dutt with the rebound. Up top for White, who throws it down. Pair of subs here for Cali Prep. It'll be Emerson, Yan. We approach 1 minute left. Perez behind the back, works to the right. Eek into the middle, fakes, fades, in and out. Yamba with the rebound. Careless pass back to Midacaro, and Perez takes advantage of it. Midacaro sticks with it. Foul's going to go against Yan. Again, CIA Bella Vista in the bonus. Medicaro drains them both. KJ Perez looks up court. Perhaps 2 possessions left in this game. Almost loses the handle, has to kick it back out. And that's going to be an over and back. And that play right there kind of sums up the afternoon for Cali Prep.
Not the strongest performance from them. It's also super hard when your opponent has scored, was it 14 points and they hadn't hit a shot yet? Like, it's difficult to come back from that. This definitely could have been a closer game had they gotten off to a better start in the game today, but it's still probably likely would have ended in the same outcome, and that's just simply because Bella Vista is definitely a top school. This is a top team. Some of the incredible players that are going to be the future of basketball in Canada, if not in general.
Absolutely.
So it's a tough challenge, but it is good for Cali Prep now ahead of the season to kind of see where they stand against a really great team.
Absolutely.
And for them to kind of recognize, all right, if we run into them again, if we run into similar teams or a situation like this again, this is what we're going to do and this is what we're not going to do. And I think for them, some keys would be, you got to move off the ball. You got to move when you have the ball. And it's just about how can we turn our defense and offense into the same game and make it a fluid game rather than just have stop, start, because it destroys all momentum they have.
Well, we'll be excited to keep our eyes on CIA Bella Vista's EYBL team all season long. Orangeville Prep against Bella Vista Grind coming up at 6 o'clock. Do not turn the dial. You're watching the Blue Arrow Classic from the Toronto's Pan Am Sports Center live on OSBA TV on YouTube.